Hi class, let's take a look at the next set of examples. And then on this first problem, what they want us to do is, well, you're given a coordinate point which you could label as x and y, or technically x1 comma y1, and then the value of m is equal to 4. With these two conditions, they want us to write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. So in this case, they want it as y is equal to mx plus b. Now, I'm going to use two approaches for both of these problems, and it all depends on the numbers that you get. One may be a little bit faster to do than the other one. So let me start on this one with point slope form. So in this case, point slope form. And using point slope form, you're gonna have that this is y minus y1, which is equal to m times x minus x1. So in this case, you're going to have y minus a negative 2. This is equal to 4 times x minus 6. And then this is not the end of it. Well, they wanted an mx plus b. So solve for y, which means distribute the 4. And then we're going to end up with y plus 2. This is equal to 4x minus 24. And then we'll do the subtraction of the 2's. So our main solution here, it's going to be y is equal to 4x minus 26. So here's the solution of the line. In this case, this is just one way to approach it. It may be faster. It all depends on the numbers, obviously, because there is an addition that occurs in the problem, technically in this step. I'm referring to this step, an addition or a subtraction. If you have fractions, it may actually be a little bit longer. So let's take a look at problem B, and I'll use a different approach. Now, on problem B, we have the same idea. You're given a coordinate point. In this case, this is our x1 comma y1. And let me fix. And then we already have the value of the slope. So what I'm going to do here is I'm not going to do point slope form. I'm just going to go directly to the formula. So I'll just start with use y is equal to mx plus b. Now, here's the problem if you approach the problem this way. You already have the value of m, and this is negative 2/3. And you could use that formula to find b, because you technically have a coordinate point which happens to be negative 3 comma 5. So with this information, we could plug it into here, into the formula, but we're plugging it into the formula to find b, which happens to be the y-intercept. Unless you're given the y-intercept, then you would be done. But in this case, your y value, it's going to be 5. So let me rewrite it as y is equal to mx plus b. So in this case, 5 is equal to, the slope is negative 2/3. Your x value is negative 3 plus b. And then you can cancel the 3's and the actual negatives. So 5 is equal to the values of 2 plus b. And then you'll subtract the 2's. Oh, sorry, you guys. Sammy woke up. That's my dog. And then we would have that 3 is equal to b. Okay. From here, let me go to the solution. And then in this case, this is y is equal to mx plus b, or y is equal to negative 2/3 of x plus the values of 3. That would be our final answer. As I mentioned before, it was a different approach. If you have fractions, this would be the way to go, because the other approach requires an addition, so you may end up doing an LCD in this portion. Okay, so let me just display it, but this is our final answer.